This Morning, swipe around to see if you can find some of our personal photos of Charlie, Gayle, and me that are hidden around here. And Professor Michio Kaku is in Studio 57 to show us why VR is only the beginning.
Also in our Toyota Green Room, an American champion ahead in Victor's Games winner Max Roan.
So Klaus, when you move, where should I look? Over there?
You can look at your hand copy if you want to, yeah. But as soon as I move, you're the first person I lose. So you can look at your hand copy right away.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning, and off we go. We are here with one of the 180-degree virtual reality cameras that are providing what we think is a very unique look at what happens here at Studio 57. So here's the deal. The cameras will be streaming for the entire half hour, so you really are now a fly on the wall right here in Studio 57. That's Kevin Prince. You can swipe, you can shift. There's Dana Brewington's plaid shirt, and zoom your way around, even when you're not seeing us on TV.
This is kind of a producer's delight.
So you can watch on your desktop by going to cbsthismorning.com, or if you're on your mobile device, go to youtube.com/cbsthismorning. Swipe around and see if you can find some personal photos of Charlie, Gayle, and me that we have hidden around here in the studio.
Yes, our personal photos. That's good.
All right.
Can we show vacation pictures too?
Oh, yes.
Also.
People like that.
I know which vacation photos you're referring to. We didn't print that one out. Professor Michio Kaku is also here in our Studio 57 to show us why VR is only just the beginning.
Also in a Toyota Green Room, an American champion ahead in Victor's Games winner Max Roan will take us through his victories this week and his hopes for the Rio Paralympics.
But right now it's time to show you some of this morning's headlines. The Washington Post says Donald Trump posed as his own spokesman in 1991. In a phone recording obtained by the Post, a reporter from People magazine asked the publicist, who sounded a lot like Trump, about Trump's relationship with Marla Maples.
Hey, Harry, what's your name again? John Miller. What kind of comment is coming from either your agency or from Donald? Well, it's just that he really decided that he wasn't, he didn't want to make the commitment.
Various people, including Maples, say it's Trump speaking on the tape. Other reporters and editors say they received similar calls. This morning, Trump denied it.
Kind of sounds like him, though, doesn't it?
It does.
A little bit. Sounds like Donald Trump. The New York Times says 8 people will share last weekend's Powerball lottery jackpot. That's so exciting because we wanted a group to win. One ticket won the $429 million prize. Lottery officials say the winners will claim the prize this afternoon. They chose a lump sum worth $284 million before taxes. That's about $35 million each. So we don't know if they're co-workers or family members. We just know it's 8 people.
Great.
Very good. And CBS San Francisco reports on an amazing whale sighting in the bay. 2 humpbacks swam yesterday right in front of some kite surfers near the Golden Gate Bridge. Biologists think the whales are searching the shallows for anchovies.
Millions of voters are amazed that Donald Trump is about to be the Republican presidential nominee, but it is no surprise to his daughter, Ivanka Trump. So we spoke at the Forbes Women's Summit in New York City yesterday. The candidate's oldest daughter talked about how her father engages with others. Do you think your dad plays nicely with others?
Well,
I'm not trying to be funny.
I mean, it
really
depends in what context. When people are coming at him, swinging punches either directly or behind the scenes. He was running against 17 people, and they were spending tens of millions of dollars in negative advertisings hitting him. So he was hitting back, and he has a pretty tough punch, but it's almost always a counterpunch.
The Forbes event brought together 250 female leaders from industries ranging from healthcare to fashion. And there's a big rumor from the Trump camp that if he does become president, that she will be the one who runs the Trump organization. And she said, I'm not focusing on that right now. Very good answer. She said, we're all doing our jobs right now, doing the best we can, and we'll see if that bridge comes, we'll cross it then.
That she would catapult over her brothers.
That is the word over there.
That is the word.
Yeah,
right.
I thought that was. She gave a very interesting answer.
She's already shown herself savvy as a businesswoman.
Very much so. She is very poised. When it was over, Nora, somebody said, God, Gail, we want to see some mess. There was no mess with Ivanka Trump. Isn't there anything messy? She's looking forward to talking to you next week, she told me.
Yes, yes, indeed. All right, the Invictus Games wrapped up last night in Orlando, and Team USA did not disappoint. I'm proud to have been an ambassador for the Games. The Americans dominated the medal podium, taking the most honors overall. And among those champions, discus and shot put thrower Max Roan. We talked with Max about his plan to conquer the Invictus Games before he took the field.
Max Roan set high expectations long before the Invictus Games began.
I've been doing this day in, day out, close to 20 hours a week for the past 2 years. Now it's just time to have fun, go out and compete, and hopefully make my country proud.
He's done that before. The Navy corpsman was 5 months into his first tour in Iraq in 2009 when a grenade struck his vehicle.
So it just hit the side and blew through the right side of the door. My rifle was in the middle, and my rifle pretty much saved my left leg.
But his right leg sustained serious injury. Doctors performed 14 surgeries to try to save it before Max requested a 15th to amputate.
So how hard was that decision?
It wasn't very hard for me. You could either keep your limb and be in pain and you can't ever do what you wanted to do in life, or you can get the amputation and get your life back.
Is there something about the training that's therapeutic?
I think if you're going to be good at any sport, you have to fall in love with the training and not the results. Every day that I get to go train, that's where I'm happiest. With the Invictus Games, with any big competition, I mean, that's just when everybody else gets to see the results.
And the results were outstanding. A gold medal in discus, another in shot put, and one more reason for Team USA to be proud of Max Roan.
And here he is, Max
Yay.
Roan, with us at the table. Max, good morning. It's so great to have you here.
Yeah, he said he wanted to make his country proud. We're proud.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're proud.
So 2 gold medals. First in the shot put. How'd you do?
I did pretty good.
You did very well. Yeah, you won by over 2 meters. And then, of course, in the discus by more than 16 meters, more than your nearest competitor. Fair to say you crushed the competition?
I believe so.
What did it mean to you, these games?
Man, everything. I think it's kind of a celebration to a certain point in your recovery process. So this is like a finite point that you could look back on and just feel accomplished.
And now you're getting ready for the Paralympics. Tell me what that means in terms of your training, what you're doing to get ready. And how ready do you think you're going to be, Mr. Max, to go?
I will be 100% ready.
I don't doubt it.
My competition is the best in the world. We have 2 of the best U.S. throwers. So I need to get up to their level, which I am at in practice. I just need to put it together for a competition. And you saw a little bit of it at the Invictus Games.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? You told Nora, and it was reflected in what you said here, that you have to fall in love with the training, not the results.
I believe so. Because you're going to have bad days for training where you don't feel like doing your best that day. It's really easy to train on the days you feel your best. But when you're having a tough day, you have to fall in love with the training to get you through the day.
What did it mean competing here in the United States this time to you? And did it make a difference?
It absolutely made a difference.
Yeah, I would think it would.
Team USA had a lot to prove this Invictus Games, and I think our team as a whole came through.
You said anger is a great motivator, Max. You told me that in the green room. What does that mean? What were you angry about?
For some things, especially shot put, it's more of a grunt sport, so you get a little angry and the shot put goes a little bit further.
Does the fear of not being your best motivate?
No, actually I think it's quite the opposite. I don't even think about that. I don't think of failure. You have to focus on the positives. I'm not a negative person.
You went in saying, I'm going to win.
I knew stepping off the plane I was going to win.
Did you?
Wow. Yeah.
Before you saw the competition?
Absolutely.
Is that something that's been part of you your entire life?
No. I think that's just with my upbringing from my parents, my brother. I think that's where it starts. playing with him in the backyard. That's where I got my confidence.
It's so interesting, Max, because you say that losing your leg has made you a far better person. How so?
Well, one of my Marines says that it's the best thing that ever happened to me, and that's a difficult thing to hear at the beginning of the journey. Yeah. But as you can see, it's taken me to places that I would never go before.
And you're in the best shape of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Well, it's nice to see your mom, your dad, your cousin, your girlfriend, all there celebrating with you. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
And guys, he's leaving here to go compete, right? You have a track meet.
I have a track meet at 12:30.
He's driving himself to the track meet, and then he's got to compete. Early morning. Thank you, Max.
Well, we are going to cheer you on, too, always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really nice to see you in person. Our virtual reality camera shows Professor Michio Kaku. Up next, his look at the virtual future and how contact lenses could replace computers in the next 15 years. And we'll keep streaming the virtual view through the break at cbsthismorning.com. But first, a check of your local weather, 8:40.
But I don't really know, and I can't remember caring for an hour or so. Started crying and I couldn't stop.
And she's got a cold, too.
We'd have a good time in that car.
Are we good?
I think so. Making sure there's nothing we need.
We're good.
Because I'm young.
What kind of car?
Is it red?
Do you mind if we take a picture in that? What kind of car was it? I missed that.
It's
Corvette in the trunk.
Stingray, Corvette.
Oh, excuse me.
My dad's got
Really
one.
liked him.
Yeah, my dad's got one.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna take a picture. Should we sit? Let's sit here.
Yeah. So, Michio, is virtual reality something everybody's going to have, you think? Everybody will have it in their homes.
Yeah. You'll have your own special room where you can play as much virtual reality games, learn about architecture, the military, planets, space exploration, right there in your living room. Kids will love it, of course.
I could see where kids would love it.
And it's a learning thing, Pretty soon professors will be using it in their classrooms.
For teaching, for teaching
For teaching,
tools.
right, yeah. Not just NASA, not just the military, but professors as well.
But it seems a little disorienting, but you think that's going to change?
Well, one problem is motion
little...
sickness is the big problem.
Yeah.
You get seasick.
Yes, yeah, that's what I felt.
Because what you see and what you feel is a mismatch, and the brain gets confused and gets nauseous as a consequence. But they're working on it. They try to minimize the motion sickness as much as possible.
He's hiding them.
Another problem is they can't walk in one direction before you hit the wall.
You can't walk in one direction.
So that's why we have omnidirectional treadmills. I'll show a video clip of that.
Yeah, they said you did a virtual reality treadmill.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that would be really disorienting.
Yeah.
Professor,
Hello.
how are you?
Very good.
Right.
Very good.
45 seconds.
Contacts. That's so interesting.
I know. Revenue from virtual and on it could reach $120 billion by 2020.
Yeah, it could be, quote, the next big thing.
30 seconds.
You said we can call it the next big thing?
Well, potentially, depending upon whether we can solve the problems that I mentioned.
Futurist contributor.
Lost Apple TV.
Go to CBS This Morning.
15.
From virtual and augmented reality could reach $120 billion.
10 seconds. Scale starts.
7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm wide awake, and now it's clear to me that
You are seeing the view from virtual reality cameras right here in Studio 57. Go to cbsthismorning.com to watch and control the behind-the-scenes angles. Revenue from virtual and augmented reality could reach $120 billion by 2020. But what will the future of this advanced technology look like, do you think? CBS News science and futuristic contributor, that's Michio Kaku, who's a physics professor at the City University of New York City and joins us once again at the table. It's good to see you.
Glad to be on.
I remember being at a conference, Charlie, 15 years ago. It was the Allen Conference, and they talked about how years you'd be able to take your telephone, take pictures, speak on it, and hear music. And we thought, no way is that going to happen. And now I'm sitting here and you're talking about virtual reality, and I'm thinking, way. So what does this all mean?
Well, this could be the next big thing. We're talking about having virtual reality rooms in your living room, universities using virtual reality to teach, architects, astronauts, soldiers, contractors, all of them using virtual reality goggles in their line of work.
To do what exactly?
Well, if you want to simulate, for example, a building and you're an architect, you want to move things around, that's very difficult. You put on the goggles, you start to move tables, chairs, stairways, and if you're a military man, you want to change the battlefield, you can't do that.
Or woman.
Right, that's correct. Also, if you're an astronaut walking on Mars and you want to change the environment to have a sandstorm hit your space capsule, you can do it just like that. Imaginary worlds created. In fact, the Science Channel put me in a virtual reality room with dinosaurs, and I put my head in the middle of a T-Rex. You can't do that in 2 dimensions, but there I was putting my head in the mouth of a T-Rex in the 3rd dimension.
I did the same thing. It was extraordinary and very exciting when you see him coming toward you.
In the dinosaur, you did it too?
Wow.
So are there any downsides to this?
Several. One is motion sickness. People sometimes get seasick because what you see does not match what you feel in your inner ear, and the brain gets confused. Also, you cannot walk in one direction before you hit the wall. So you have to go to what is called an omnidirectional treadmill. And the Science Channel actually put me in one made by the military.
All right.
The military will actually put you in the middle of Baghdad, in the middle of Baghdad, walking in any direction for any length of time through all the alleyways.
Thank you, Professor Michio Kaku. All that matter this week coming up. You're watching CBS This Morning.
It really is amazing.
3 minutes.
And walking to the end of the, when you're on a skyscraper and you walk to the edge, and it looks like you'll fall off.
And you probably feel your heart beat
Absolutely.
faster.
Yeah.
See, that would be interesting to see how to measure your heart.
Tail's moving.
Yeah, that would be.
And filmmakers will have a field day with it.
Oh, yeah, right. Movies will be in virtual reality. Right?
Absolutely.
Entertainment's going to change.
Right. Or you can go to a concert and feel like you're there.
Right.
You'll hear the music as well as see the performance.
Right. And eventually we'll have haptic technology. You can actually touch things in the 3rd dimension as well.
And therefore you can feel changes in temperature and other things.
That's right.
What do you call that, haptic?
Yeah, HAPTIC, when you actually touch things in a virtual reality room. They're trying to perfect that as well.
Go 15 seconds.
All right.
Oh, lots of time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. I think, John, I don't try to hit this perfectly. I mean, I think if we get in, what I'd rather do is leave several seconds of space at the end rather than sort of waiting and trying to time it exactly. Fair enough? No, I'm doing that, but I don't want. I just should start it earlier, I think. Yeah.
Minute and a half back.
Exactly, that's my point. Yeah.
Thank you. John Miller's birthday this week, guys.
I know.
Is it? What day is his birthday?
I think it was yesterday.
How old is he going to be?
55 or 6.
56? He's a baby.
A baby.
1 minute.
He's a baby. I miss him. I miss John Miller. Charlie, you said you're leaving space at the end to do something?
No, I just want to, in other words, if we come in, it's almost, if we wait until, I think it's such a nice eating, I'd like to have a sense of space, little space, so that we feel like.
So it's like da-da-da-bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
And I'm saying there's no crime to go out 2 or 3 hours early to show us talking, whatever.
Isn't it a crime?
20.
No, I know, I do.
15. Well, we had 15 seconds.
10 seconds.
15 seconds, lots of time.
Well, that does it for us. It's been a great week from the Invictus Games to Ivanka Trump and so much more. But our special virtual reality stream will continue for a few more minutes at cbsthismorning.com. As we leave you, take a look back at all that mattered this week.
Oh my God. Oh no! It's hitting that farm.
There is debris scattered throughout this entire community. Ran back to the cellar, started praying. All this stuff can be replaced.
Tornadoes weren't the only threat. What you can hear there, that's hail.
I'm really lucky to be alive.
28-year-old Arthur DeRosa started attacking people.
An off-duty police officer shot somebody over at Bertucci's.
Several Republicans are still straddling the Donald Trump fence.
I would like to see unity in the party, and I have a lot of respect for Paul.
We shouldn't just pretend that our party is unified.
Looking forward to debating Donald Trump come the fall.
Been attacked with gas.
Yeah, we have masks. Don't be afraid.
We have masks?
Yeah, okay, we'll give you a mask.
Thank you.
The relationship between the North Korean government and the foreign press is a complicated one.
What is it you don't like me saying about it?
Do you realize what you created?
Yeah, no, I do. I said you would be moved, inspired. Was I right?
I have great respect for you that you were able to call me and say, let's get together.
I think the doormen are still recovering.
I think the whole building's recovering.
Don't really know what to say. It's just a huge honor.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
He's staying with us.
Is Gayle King as much fun as she appears?
Yes. I never know what Gayle is going to say. Gayle doesn't know what she's going to say.
I think you've got one of the great names, Ganar Lovelace. I didn't know if you're a porn star, athlete, singer.
MIT scientists helped create a second skin. It promises to temporarily straighten out wrinkles.
Spanx for the face. Sign me up, buddy. You were married, very much in love. As of last Friday, that's no longer the case. So I'm wondering, are you and Mr. Sweeting friends? Did it end okay?
Everything ended the way it was supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We leave these
I know how to answer. Charlie, I know you got it.
I just wanted to find you. I saw you for the first time.
You're playing yourself and your half-sister.
And my half-sister, who's also my cousin.
What color shoes am I wearing today?
Put your leg up on the table so we can see.
First.
It's mine.
Our kids go, oh, everybody wants to go backstage, and then they get backstage, and it's like, what, where's the party? Oh, that happened 30 years ago.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
How is it that you're not exhausted? When you get out here and do this.
When you're 36 years of age, it's not that hard, John. I mean,
All that.
Your talent may be terrific. Your writing prolific.
And all that matters.
Do you have the motivation to use your creation for this generation?
Hey, Charlie, you have a commencement address.
Yeah.
You could do yours in rap.
You think?
This weekend.
Yeah. And all that matters.
This is Charlie Rose, and this is what I knows.
That's the way to start it. I like it.
On CBS This Morning. How was that, Charlie?
Just like fire, burning up the way. If I could light the world up for just one day. Watch this madness, colorful charade. No one can be just like me anyway.
All our friends that are still watching, that's one of the best parts of the show is our week closer.
On the radio.
Where?
Q104.
Oh, what's on here?
So look in there. It's about Bon Jovi.
Oh, what did they say?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, Gayle King on Channel 2 interviewed him. They were pretty much quoting the whole interview.
Oh, the interview?
Whoa. But I see me with Max.
It's literally stitch it all.
Hey! Oh my gosh.
So there's already tape in there,
Whoa,
right?
look at this. This is unbelievable.
Watch
this, unbelievable.
Stitch it together.
Oh, it's live?
But
But it's...
they're stitching all those cameras together and then feeding it out to that.
What's the delay?
It's about 45 seconds. Maybe longer, but it's still.
Yeah, it might be a little, yeah.
I know, but it's disorienting because
I'm watching you,
Right.
Nora, in the green room.
I know,
Right, that's why it's not in real time, so it's a little off.
And our mics are still hot, by the way.
So you're not really looking at me, right, Gail?
No, I'm looking at me sitting on the set by myself.
How do you look?
Ain't nobody there. I'm looking around like, where's my friends is?
Gail? Gail?
Yes.
Can you read?
Nope.
Those over your eyes?
Back to...
Stand by, we got audio only here. Stand by.
Back to reality.
One line.
Did I mess something up?
Just the one
What is
line.
it?
3, 2.
Are you sure I said futuristic? Did I, Nora?
CBS News,
Okay,
science,
Nora says I did.
futurist. 3, 2.
I need confirmation. CBS News science and futuristic contributor Michio Kaku.
Futurist.
Oh, futurist.
Not
Okay.
futuristic. Futurist.
Did I say it again?
You did it on purpose, Gail, didn't you? Stand by.
CBS
In
News.
3,
CBS News
2.
future. CBS News science and futurist contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at the City University of New York. Good morning. So I said futuristic. Okay.
Go us to the wink again? I thought we did it for the West Coast.
No, we did it for the Midwest. Look. It's not finished? Oh, there it is.
See, it comes up a little late, and then it's behind.
Yeah, this Tony doing your voiceover.
Right.
45 seconds.
See, I've seen it when they do it in real time, when you do those things.
Here.
North standing at the wall, into the wing.
For 8 o'clock, Tony o'clock, please.
You want me in Nora's chair?
Mm-hmm.
Sam, send me a deal.
Charlie, when are you going to North Carolina?
Right
Tonight?
after lunch. Right after lunch.
Nice.
Yeah, tonight. There's a
Oh, is there an event tonight?
yeah. There's a dinner for me tonight.
Say hello to Coach K and Mickey for me.
I'll tell him. Either one. That'd be fine.
Who's Mickey?
Mickey's his wife.
Mickey's his wife.
Oh. And her name is Mickey?
M-I-C-K-I.
They'll remember me.
You know, Gail, when
Yeah.
I see this picture,
Yes.
I see Kirby. When
You
I
do?
See, yeah.
I see Will.
You do?
Yeah.
Take the guy.
I think Will and I look alike.
Kevin.
Stand by.
I see you.
I see you too.
I see. Romper, bumper, bumper,
Stand
boom,
by.
tell me.
Yeah.
I see Gail out there. You remember that? Charlie?
Yeah, I do.
Magic Garden?
No, you look through the mirror. 3, 2.
Good morning to our viewers in the West. It is Friday, May 13, 2016, and welcome back to CBS This Morning. There's more real news ahead, including the research lab studying how virtual reality impacts our minds. Plus, we're going virtual right here in Studio 57, how you can control the moves in a behind-the-scenes look. But first, here's today's eye-opener at 8.
threatening me with grievances. Mr. Rose, join us. Join us. Pippin.
Ball meeting.
Join us.
Forgot about that low connection. Huh?
When you're doing affiliates, you're on the satellite.
Yeah.
Remember.
What was the one day I was singing? What was I singing? And they were watching in the bowl for evening news, and then they recorded it and sent me the